Hey everyone, it's Annie. It is day 2 of BOGO week, and today is a good one. Peppermint. What can I say about peppermint? I talk about that all the time. It's one of my daily oils that I use. Buy peppermint today up till 11:59 tonight Pacific Standard Time, and you will get the Breathe Touch. Okay, the Breathe Touch will be included on that. This is the ylang-ylang. Where's my peppermint? I actually ended up, here's my peppermint. I actually have it in a little spray bottle, but this is the one I have in my spa here, in my sauna. But let me go over and tell you why I love peppermint. Peppermint is my most used oil. If you're tired in the morning, I like to use it, and especially if you have dry eyes, it's really, really good to use. I'm going to go straight on the uses. I can go over specific on, all the detailed stuff about peppermint and where it's from and everything. But I think it's more important on how to use it. And I want to keep this as short as possible. So I'm going to show you how I use it. So right now, my eyes are actually a little bit dry. So if your eyes are dry, I like, I have it on a spray bottle, but don't touch your face with this because peppermint is super hot oil. So if you end up touching your face or any sensitive areas in your body, it is going to burn. So you want to be careful and use it with coconut oil and dilute it. And if that should happen, just go ahead and put coconut oil over it and it will take care of that. But you can go ahead and just kind of put it on your palm and breathe into it, and it will really... it'll make your eyes water. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to start having watery eyes. But that's one of the ways that I use it. I also will use it, just inhale it in the morning. And it really just lifts you up. It's really, really great in the morning. I also like to use it at 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you feel like you're dragging. It's the best time to use it. But I usually in the morning, I'll inhale it. And the thing now, what I do is I used to just be in a rush and inhale it and leave. But if you really take time and spend probably even at least 30 seconds inhaling it and taking it in, you actually have a better effect with doing that. I actually also like to mix it with wild orange. Peppermint and wild orange together are my favorite blends to mix, and I use that all the time. It's kind of like my perfume that I use, and people will tell me, oh, okay, I smell Annie coming. When I was over at corporate, I'd walk by and they'd already know. They wouldn't know. They just say, oh my gosh, my sinus is cleared up. Annie must be here, right? So it's very nice and very refreshing for that. Another way is you can use it on your stomach to help with any stomach discomfort. And then also if you feel like you're super hot, right? If your body is overheating, this is what you want to use. You want to put peppermint on the bottom of your feet. It really, really helps. It's just cooling your body down and helping your body take back control and get healthier that way. Again, it's my most popular oil that I like to use, and also probably one of the top oils. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint are actually the top oils, but I like to use it all the time because it's very, very versatile. You also want to put it, I like to put it behind my neck, especially around 2 o'clock, because it's very invigorating. It's an invigorating oil. It helps you just kind of wake up. Oh, sorry. Let me put my slides on here. Let me see here. Why is it not working? Let's see. Yeah. So it really, really just gives you a little bit more energy. I also like to put this in water, right? So that's good. I have my notes here. I forgot all the different ways that I use it. It's really nice to just put a drop of lemon in your water, and it really, really helps to just cool your body down, especially, when I'm playing tennis. I use my peppermint all the time. I will actually make a nice peppermint spray. I'll put it in I have it in a bottle like this. So this actually here, this is my sunburn spray, right? So this is 20 drops of peppermint and 20 drops of lavender. And this is, I believe this is a 2-ounce bottle. And I'll fill it. And it's good to fill it with distilled water, because in the if you don't use it a lot, the water is going to get stale and it's going to not smell so good. And so that bad smell that you smell is not so much the oils that are turning bad, but it's the water that kind of turned bad. So, and this is what I use for sunburn spray, but also we'll just do like 20 drops with just water, and you could just cool yourself down with that. Okay. Again, peppermint is really good for you if you have any kind of tension in your head. This is really, really good for that. It just makes it so that you kind of just, it just kind of goes away. I had one friend, like she just had like a really bad ache in her head, and she was just like taking stuff and wasn't working. Finally, like 10 o'clock at night, she came over. She goes, okay, let me try that. Right. And then she's like after five minutes, she's like, what the F? What is in here? Right. Because I can't believe how quick it worked. Right. So that's why I really, really love peppermint. I like to start people with peppermint because it's such a good experience to feel. And it's very unbelievable when you do feel it. You also, if you have any stuffing tissues, you can put them in a veggie cap. Let me see if I have some here. This is a veggie cap. It's not in here. But you can put it in these little gel capsules, and you can put 2 drops on there. And then also, I like to make, I use a Slim and Sassy vanilla shake. And you can put peppermint in there, and you can make, actually, no, the chocolate one, chocolate peppermint shake, which is super, super good. I put about two drops in there as well. And then again, just smell it with wild orange. A lot of people like to use, put a drop of peppermint, and when they're making their brownies, so they have peppermint brownies, they'll also make like peppermint bark with it. So it's really, really good, really great oil to use for that. Here are some diffuser blends that you can use. I like to use the peppermint with the wild orange. I'll put that on, especially in the morning. Very, very good to wake up. A lot of people, like if you're in home, people have a hard time remembering, right? The people who kind of lose their memory, this is a really good way for them to know what time of day it is without really knowing anything, is they can associate things by smell, right? Smell is so powerful. So in the morning, it's really good to put peppermint on, and they can associate it, oh, it's morning. And then in the afternoon, they could probably put wild orange, or, just kind of figure out which scent you want to use. But in the evening, you would definitely put lavender in there. And then that's how they kind of can tell their days. And it's worked very, very well with a lot of people who have kind of really lost their memory and not even know who their relatives are, right? I want to go, let me see here. Peppermint breath spray. This is awesome. We actually do have peppermint beadlets. It's like a little half drop in a beadlet, but you can also just make your peppermint breath spray. This one says to put 3 to 5 drops in a spray bottle. So this one, if you even have a spray cap, if you can see it, and then you would just spray it, right? So this is solid peppermint. I don't want to do that right now, but you can also just put a direct drop, like tip the bottle and then just lick your tongue and then breathe in, and that's going to give a nice cooling sensation. The other thing that I love, my absolute favorite thing to do, and I usually do this at the store when we do, when I have people come and try it, is we'll put the drop of peppermint here, and we do something called a take a hit, right? So you basically, with the peppermint here, you would blow it in, suck it in like a straw, and you would have this cooling sensation go down your throat. And it's very good for a lot of people who have that frog in their throat where they go, right? Really, really good for that. And it really just puts the soothing sensation down your throat. If you have a scratchy throat, it's really, really good to use for that. Let me see here. Let me finish on peppermint before I go on to breathe. So on an emotional level, peppermint is awesome. Peppermint is the oil of the buoyant heart, right? So it's very, very invigorating to the mind, to the body, right? And it just really, really picks you up. It brings a lot of joy. And just if you're feeling down, peppermint is a really, really good one to use. It actually makes it so that like you can feel the tingling like happening on your body, especially if you put it behind your neck. And then when you're breathing it in, it just really helps you to open up and just take things in. So for negative emotions, it helps for people who are going through any kind of unbearable pain. They're in intense despair. They feel very heavy-hearted, right? And then on a positive note, it's really, really good to just kind of like, to just go through it, right? Like if you know you have to go through these things and you just can't, peppermint is a really good one just to kind of push you through. Okay. So again, the different ways to use it, so many different ways. You can put it in your water, right? You can put it in a spray bottle. You can just tip it and just do it like that. You can also put on the roof of your mouth to just have like to kind of wake up your brain, right? Put it over your stomach if you have any stomach issues. Put it on the bottom of your feet if you have any overheating, if your body's overheating. It's just so many different ways to use peppermint. That's why I love it. That's my most used oil. And then if you buy peppermint, you are going to get Breathe. Breathe is my other oil that I love to use, especially now. I've been playing tennis and I'm having a hard time breathing. You know, I got sick for like 3 weeks back in January, and I've not been able to get a really good breathing back. And so what I do, having it in the touch is really great. Okay, so in the touch, it's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, and it's perfect. It's a perfect ratio so that your body can actually get the max benefit from the oil. So you can put it over your chest, right, to help open up your airways. You can also just put it here and breathe it in. You can put it swipe it under your nose. The convenience of having it in a roller bottle is really nice. It's just a really quick swipe. For the kids, this is awesome. This Breathe Touch is actually from the kids line, right? So they actually created all the top 9 oils and and diluted them. So all the kids, they would have their own little kit and they could just put it on when they feel like it. And so they can kind of know themselves what they feel like and when things are coming on. And it really empowers them to go ahead and just use their own oils. Super, super cute. I'm going to go ahead. Let me see here. Okay, I think that's all I had from that. Breathe, again, you can put it on your palms. Really, really good to help open up the airways. Anytime you're going to do any kind of activity, you want to go ahead and put Breathe on. I had a marathon runner, several marathon runners, and I had told them the protocol, right? Basically, when you're going to do any kind of running or any kind of activity, it's good to use the Breathe, because what it's going to do, it's going to help open up your airways. So a lot of times we don't even breathe properly, right? We actually should be breathing intentionally, right? Because we're so used to, our body knows to breathe, but sometimes we breathe really shallow. If you can Google it right now, how important it is. A lot of people are finally realizing how important breath is, right? Because you cannot have water for a long time. You can have not food for a long time, but you can't have air for just a couple of seconds, right? Because then your body really, really relies on that air. And it's really good to get in some air. So you want to go ahead, take intentional breaths throughout the day, especially now if you're feeling a little bit stressed out. That's the time where you just kind of want to take the deep breath and be still. And you just realize how relaxed your body kind of gets just from taking the breaths, right? So I actually like to do like 2 counts in and then breathe out for 4 counts, right? There was this thing I did with Ho'oponopono where they kind of did like a 7-second cycle, where you breathe in for 7 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, breathe out for 7 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds. And you do that cycle for 7 times. And I kind of try to do that throughout the day. I kind of forget. But also when you're breathing, you kind of also want to expand your stomach when you're taking a breath in, which is opposite of what we kind of learned. So it's you don't want your chest rising up, your lungs going up when you're taking a deep breath. You want your stomach to expand, to fill up all the air, and then put lungs in. So that's how you get a lot of good air in and be reminded to breathe. So let me quickly go over the emotional benefits of Breathe. Okay, so Breathe is the oil of breath, right? So it basically it addresses the time of things that we are unable to let things go, especially letting go of grief and pain. Okay, so Breathe is the one oil. Well, I have several oils. For people who are going through any kind of grieving, Breathe is one of the best oils to use, because again, when we're going through any kind of stress, anything painful, we stop breathing. We don't stop breathing. We don't take in enough breath, right? And it's not allowing your body the oxygen that it needs. And it makes it so that, you're just kind of struggling and you feel like you're suffocated in the sadness, and it just goes on and on and on. So I can't tell you how much Breathe helped me when my mom had passed, right? So I had used Breathe because at times I felt very, very heavy-hearted. I'm gonna cry. But it really helped open up and take my breath in. So I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now. But I just wish people knew how helpful the oils have been. And go ahead and try it. So again, inside of Breathe, there's Laurel Bay in there, there's eucalyptus, you've got peppermint, you've got melaleuca, there's lemon, there's cardamom, and there's ravenzera. Okay, and it really, really helps with any emotions of feeling sad. I should take it right now, right? And you're just grieving and despairing, and you feel a little bit unloved or very constricted. Anytime you feel constricted, you want to go ahead and use Breathe, and it's going to help you feel more supported. It's going to make you feel open, and just have you feel like a little bit more trusting and loved. So that's the BOGO for today. By Breathe. By Peppermint, and you will get Breathe free. And right now, BOGO boxes are still available, so you can go ahead and purchase the BOGO box. That's $156.50. So that is actually an excellent deal, especially if you're brand new and you do not have a membership account, because they are waiving the $35 wholesale membership fee. So you get additional 35 savings on top of that. So normally it's only reserved for special enrollment kits, and this is a good one. They've actually made an enrollment kit for this week. Again, so these are the oils that will be coming up this week. We've already had Adaptive, which was the oil of adaptability. And then we just talked about peppermint. Okay, so the next 3 days, they're going to be offering the On Guard, the Copaiba, and the Northern Escape, and we won't know what the free item is. So we will find out throughout the week. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can go ahead and just go to peppermint.oils-kits.com to get information on peppermint. And then also, if you want to go ahead and order that, you also have the option to just go ahead and order the box there as well. So that's it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow at 12 o'clock. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.